Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some more Pittsburgh Steelers preview and prediction for this Week 14 rivalry showdown between the Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, both teams 6-6, the AFC North on the line. Let's talk about it. Before we start, if you guys could like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the site, SteelersDepot.com, would really appreciate that. So Steelers and Ravens, obviously these two teams know each other well. There isn't a whole lot that I can tell you don't already know about this matchup, and so I'll try to keep things as short as possible. The Ravens offense, while in general construct is very similar, Lamar Jackson has been doing a whole lot less running this season, largely due to all the leg and toe and knee and now the ankle injury that he's been battling. And so I think in this game, based on that, based on Derrick Henry being healthy and still being very potent, close to 1,000 yards on the season, this is the time to focus on taking away Derrick Henry. In the past, Pittsburgh has made the running back make plays when it was Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins, and sometimes those guys did, but your main threat, your main priority, because you can't always take away both, sometimes you have to choose. It's got to be Derrick Henry in this game. He ran all over you in the wild card game. Lamar isn't healthy. Does that mean Lamar could pull the ball on some of those read options and run for 12 yards? Yes, you're going to have to live with that. You're going to have to take some calculated risks in this game. Henry can't win the war of attrition. Pittsburgh was worn down, beat up, was on the field for almost 80 plays against Buffalo last week. Tired legs, old defense late in the season. Henry can't be getting 25 carries and just wear you down to a nub by the fourth quarter. The offensive line for Baltimore's had some issues this year, but they're still running the ball at a decent clip. Some of the outside zone, some of the duo stuff, some of the I-form stuff with Ricard at fullback will have to be dealt with. But can Pittsburgh be more physical? Jabril Peppers probably will get some action to strong safety with Kyle Duggar now out with a hand injury. Of course, you'll miss Derek Carr and Deshaun Elliott in this game. Guys have to step up, just simply play good run defense. There is no magic secret to how you do so. Do your job, get off of blocks, get vision on the football, take some pride, and Pittsburgh will have to display that. In the past game, Lamar has struggled, 0 passing touchdowns in his last 3 games, but you never know whenever he's going to go ahead and make a play. Still certainly can't count him out. The 2 tight ends remain a threat, even though Isaiah Likely's not having a great season and appears to probably be on his way out of Baltimore after this year. I want to see what Pittsburgh does and how they respond in 12 personnel when Andrews and Likely are on the field. Typically, Pittsburgh has gone big nickel with 3 safeties in the past. I don't think that's really a viable option in this game, A, because your run defense has been hemorrhaging so much, and B, you have so many injuries at safety. No Elliott, no Kyle Duggar, and so you could try to do Peppers and Ramsey and Clark, but that doesn't really feel like your coverage guys out there, which is the whole point of big nickel, to help stop the run and defend the tight ends in the passing game. So does Pittsburgh try to keep things more simple? Do they play base? Do they not respond to 11 and 12 personnel in ways they have in the past? That'll be something to watch for. Targets to watch out for in Baltimore's world, of course, Mark Andrews, but really Zay Flowers, number 4 on those in-breakers, those crossing routes. That's where Flowers in this offense for Baltimore, at least its passing game, is making a lot of its hay. And so can you defend the crosser against Zay Flowers? Jalen Ramsey, can he be a dude that erases some of those throws over the middle? His first exposure to Steelers Ravens, the kind of guy you want in a fight like this, an emotional guy, a physical guy. Got a lot of rest this week. He didn't practice in full despite apparently having no injury. Was rested fully in the sense of not practicing on Wednesday and Thursday, limited Friday. Kind of tells me they want this guy to be 100% good to go, ready to lay the lumber come Sunday's game, and of course they will need him. Baltimore's offense has just turnovers in 2 of its last 6 games, but whenever they turn the ball over, they come in bunches. They turned the ball over 3 times a couple weeks ago against the Browns, escaped with a victory. They turned it over 5 times on Thanksgiving against Cincinnati in the disappointing loss they suffered. And so Pittsburgh's defense has been feast famine, some dry spells, some also really big outings against New England, against the Colts. Going to need a couple of takeaways, clearly, to win this game. Defensively, the Ravens are much improved. Some of these seasonal numbers might not look good. They were abysmal the first month of the season. They had a bunch of injuries. You had Kyle Hamilton playing kind of quote-unquote out of position at free safety. They trade for Gilman. Hamilton's now back playing in that big nickel slot corner position. The defense has certainly responded. So I don't see a lot of clear weaknesses to run the ball on them. Maybe some weak side runs. I imagine Pittsburgh will be going big on big with Darnell Washington, Spencer Anderson, and trying to out muscle up front. And that's going to be the name of the game, is be more physical at the point of attack. Pittsburgh will have to show that. In coverage, Baltimore still looking pretty sharp, a good group overall. Whether you're talking Humphrey, he may not be the player and the caliber player that he once was, but still I think a talented, versatile cornerback. Gilman's doing a good job. Starks, the rookies, come on strong. Wiggins is going to play in this game, which was a mild surprise and a big boost for the Ravens secondary. So they're going to bracket DK in some of those third down situations. Go watch the Bengals game against Chase. There was no T. Higgins, and so Baltimore could really dial in on Jamar Chase. And I imagine the same game plan will be with DK Metcalf, where there is no big secondary threat for the Ravens to worry about. Can other guys make plays one-on-one? Roman Wilson, our video show, has been getting open. Can the ball finally find him? Can some sort of newcomer, be it Adam Thielen, maybe Valdez Scantling, if he's elevated? We don't know that. I'm recording this Friday evening. That'll be due by Saturday afternoon. But somebody else go make a play. Can Pat Frymuth get, a target? Would be nice. We'll see what the snap count is between him and Jonnu Smith. But can you step up when the Ravens play bracket coverage? Can you deal with some of the bluff sim pressures they will throw at you? Can you deal with the DB blitzes, Hamilton, Humphrey from the boundary? I think the Ravens have 3 sacks, 11 quarterback hits combined from their defensive backs this season. So it's the same Ravens personality, whether your DC is, Rex Ryan or Wink Martindale or Zach Orr or Mike McDonald. I mean, it's the same structure of this defense. So nothing new there, but still have to overcome it. And then quickly, just special teams. Can you make a play there? Really have not gotten a lot of splash there lately. The coverage teams have been okay. Boswell's been fine, but there's nothing that's really been changing the game based on anything on special teams. Waitman's been in a real bad funk, and the kick return game has been abysmal. Ravens have a good return team, both kick and especially their punt return teams. Wester, the rookie's been excellent. I think he's averaging over 14 yards per punt. That's about top 5 in the NFL. And so Harbaugh, former special teams coach, always has those units ready, and so that cannot be the elixir. At least there is no Justin Tucker and his limitless range, which always made field position interesting, especially in a world where the ball on kickoffs, on touchbacks, normally come out to the 35-yard line. Tyler Loop, their new kickers, kicked well, but only has 1 make from 50+. That came on his very first kick professionally against Buffalo in week 1. So can Boswell outkick Loop? He certainly can. We'll see if the chances are there. So for my prediction in this one, I stuck my neck out and picked Pittsburgh to beat Buffalo last week. As you guys know, that was an incorrect prediction. I'm going to take Baltimore in this one, 23-13. Pittsburgh's offense just feels so out of sorts with no real strengths, or the strengths they have are so few and far between, and nothing really related to the passing game. Baltimore's defense has been a whole lot better. Baltimore at home, while the offense has had its own issues. I think the run defense for Pittsburgh has been too up and down with the injuries they're dealing with, and just a group that does look tired. They're an old group. They're a tired group. They've been on the field more than any other defense in the NFL this season on a per game, snap count basis, and that takes its toll starting this time of year in December. So we'll see. You never know. Steelers-Ravens always gets kind of interesting, usually close, but I got Baltimore winning relatively comfortably here. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys listening. Drop your score prediction. Will Pittsburgh pull off the upset? Will Baltimore win a tight game? Will they win in a rout? I'm sure you guys have varying opinions, but let me know in the comments below. We'll have a lot of post-game analysis and videos for you guys, of course, like we always do. But be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the site SteelersDepot.com. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you soon.